Let's do this. I'll take you on. I'll dice you up! Nice! That went great.
You're a true professional, then.
Take
Time
this!
for you to focus.
It's over! Nice! That went great.
You kick butt, man!
I'll take you on. It's over!
Give him your all!
Nice! That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Pardon me? Time for you to focus.
I'll dice you up!
Perfect chance!
Activating skill.
No! A chance!
Boost level maximum strength.
It'll be alright! Great circle of light! Give unto us the breath of life!
Boost gauge limit
Chance
increased.
slip by. Time to go all out! Huh? Risette!
That went better than I anticipated.
You fought great, Risette!
It's done now! Let's finish the job!
Battle finished. We did exemplary work.
Give me your worst.
Activating skill! You're open! Do your worst!
Sucker!
Praise Arusha and the flames!
Gotcha.
Activating charge! Full boost! Go all out!
Like hell, you that all you got?
A chance! I'm ready! Risette!
Energy output max. Activating skill.
It's over! Radiant Seeker!
Boost gauge limiter removed. Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
You were an incredible help. This could get tricky with so many. There are so many of them! Look out! Full boost! Go all out!
Got a whole slew of them. Time for the main event! Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
Nice! That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Activating charge!
This'll hurt.
You're all!
It's over! All you on, yes! Going all in.
Activating skill.
Shine! And Troll Ray! It should be safe for now. You were a great help, Agnes. Activating Charm!
This'll hurt.
Use a Control!
I'll dice you up! Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
Looks like the gang's all here.
There's so many of them! Look out! Full boost!
Got a whole
All
slew
out,
of them.
activating
Time for
skill.
the main event. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You kick butt, Van! Activating charge! Activating skill!
It's over! Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Away we go!
I'll take you on.
Use a control!
It's over! You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You're a true professional, Van.
I'll take you on.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand! Mr. Arkwright!
Over here! All for you! Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare
This
some
could get
sweets for
tricky
you,
with so
Mr.
many.
Arkwright?
There are so many of them! Look out! Full boost! Go
Keep
all
got a whole
out!
slew of them.
Activating
Brace
skill.
yourself. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked! You did it! There we go. Away we go. Pardon me. There's so many of them! Look out! Full boost! Go all out!
Got a whole slew of them.
Give them your
Brace
all!
yourself. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van. Boost gauge fully replenished.
That hits the spot.
worry. Citri's got your back. Skills altered. That's a single element slot. Skills altered. Skills altered. Skills altered. That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot. Skills altered.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Let's be on our way.
Man, this blows. I didn't consider the fact that I'd be stuck alone in here with you.
Would you pipe down? You're killing the vibe. Just close your eyes and relax. Embrace the tranquility. And then...
Oh, shut up. I bet you every mirror in my wallet the girls are living it up on the other side of this wall. Speaking of girls, man, I'd kill to check out that maid and the older sister's scorching bods right about... Blah!
We sit on sacred ground, punk. Don't defile it with your libido. Keep it up, and I'll scrub you down till your skin is raw, if that's what it takes to clean that dirty brain of yours for the first time.
Alright, I'll drop it. Idios, you don't have to be so serious about it.
They're certainly having a lively time over there.
Ugh. Don't they realize we can hear every word they're saying? He's not wrong, though. All you girls are just as gorgeous as Sarah. I mean, Risette's hair and skin are both so silky, she practically looks like a doll. You're so pretty too, Agnes. And how do you get those when you're only 16? Uh-huh. I'm only a year younger than you. There's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up that quickly. What's your secret? What do you eat to fill out like that, huh?
Truth be told, I've been kind of curious too. I'd love to know for future reference. I don't do anything special. Fairy, stop staring at me so much. You're scaring me.
Shahina, please. Cool it down a little.
Well, I personally think Miss Al-Fayed and Miss Shahina are very beautiful in their own right. If anything, I should comment on your skin, Miss Sarah. What sort of regimen do you use to achieve such a glossy look?
Oh, I just use shea butter. The stuff they make in Tharbad is really good and...
Need some spices, perhaps?
Welcome to the Marjan Hammam.
I hate getting sweaty, but I could get used to this.
I'm really working up a sweat.
I feel fully refreshed after that.
Glad to see you enjoyed yourself.
Off we go!
Looking to buy something? See you again.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
This area has a casino and nightclub. I assume you wish to visit them. For intel gathering, of course.
Please tell me that's not why we're here.
Of course not. You think I'd let minors into a club? Have a little faith in me.
You make it hard to sometimes.
Hey man, nothing wrong with a little pleasure before business.
Not this way.
Okay.
Not this way. Whoops.
Drink together?
I'll win next time.
Indeed.
Well,
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Come on, come on!
Alrighty. Well,
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
well,
What can I do for you? See you again!
Okay.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks, pal.
What have we got? What have we got?
Alrighty.
Don't be shy. Take a look. What'll it be for today?
Thanks a
Very
bunch.
well.
Alrighty. Well, not this way.
Very well.
Look around all you like. Peace out.
Let me ask you something. Can we talk?
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Reward deposited.
Goddess Arusha.
Let's see what we've got.
Just a quick break, that's it.
Gotta keep this up.
Then I'll update your rank.
Got it. Sure, give me a minute. Didn't mean to keep you.
Ladder launched! Heading to the objective. Wanna get a drink together?
Alrighty.
Indeed.
Well,
Well, we meet again. Beautiful night we're having, isn't it? Are you darlings done with work for the night? Hmm?
There you are. Sorry we're a little underdressed right now.
We're not wearing these for you, you know. Yeesh. We've been working pretty hard ourselves. A certain president was parading us around left and right all day. We're bushed. Right back at you, girl. Hold on! Did you get another girl? It's only been a few hours.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you too, Risette.
I really can't imagine what all you've gotten up to, but alright, let's hear what happened today. You ran into someone dangerous in the waterway and found another threatening note?
Judith, maybe keep it down?
Oh, that's wonderful, Nina. Sounds like it's gonna be pretty exciting. I can't wait.
Sounds like you all are having a rather intriguing conversation. Oh, please. You've nothing to worry about. You two are like a pair of flowers blooming in the desert. You're the film industry's greatest treasures. Zemurious treasures. Please, bless us with your beauty as you wish. Quench the thirsts of we cast-down mortal men with your presence.
Your Highness, please, remain respectful.
I'll tone it down, Najee, fear not. But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sharid Oswald, son of Grand Prince Salman of Elsheim. This is my dear and trusted secretary, Najee. Judith and Nina have informed me about you all. It appears you're handling their private business for them. If so, I'd like to consult with you all about a certain something as well, if it would not be an imposition.
Oh my! Have more young men come to play? I've gotta hand it to you all. It takes guts picking a fight with the Prince of Elsheim. Shouldn't you boys be enjoying this beautiful night elsewhere? Although, if you insist on staying, I'll be more than happy to show you all a good time.
It was nothing. I could have handled one such as them in my sleep.
As I said, one of the Principality's best. Well, with that excitement out of the way, I suppose now's as good a time as any to wrap up. I know it is not much, but I'm prepared to offer the same sum as these ladies in exchange for your services. But please, don't let my case trump theirs. Whenever you figure things out, just be sure to pass the information on to me. It was a pleasure to meet you all. I expect great things from your impromptu helper as well.
What are you talking about? The night's still young. The girls might be passing out soon, but who's to say we can't stay up and have a little after-dark fun, huh?
Kid, I envy your energy. Haven't given up on that nightclub near the casino, huh? I'm tempted to just let you loose and tell you to go have fun on your own. But I do that, and I have a feeling you'll burn half the town down. I'll tag along, as your chaperone.
Hell yeah, that's the spirit. And come on, don't act like you weren't totally down to clown.
Oh, shut it. You gotta act respectable when you get to be my age.
When do you think you two will be back?
Where the hell did you come from?
We'll make sure we're back before midnight. If you could keep the girls distracted for me while we're gone, I'd appreciate it.
As you wish, Mr. Arkwright. Enjoy your night, you two.
Oh yeah! This music's my jam!
Whoops. Not this way. Not this way.
Oh, the women here are exquisite. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, come now, darling. Don't go lighting up in here. I'm sorry, dear. He's just had a little much to drink, is all. Still, there's something to be said for the occasional indulgence.
Just so. It's been some time since I last found myself in this city. It's shaping up to be a good stay. And I, for one, plan to make the most of it.
We should leave some parting gifts here as well for such a lovely time. It's only polite. The only question is, what sort of presents young ladies like these days?
Now that's what I'm talking about. I couldn't take my eyes off that dancing. And now, the woman you've all been waiting for. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's star! Tharbad's most beautiful nocturnal butterfly, handpicked to take part in the upcoming Carnal Cavalcade. It's Lady Sara! You won't want to miss this. This could be her last performance here if her debut at the film festival makes a splash. They say nobody's managed to take this vixen home. If anyone hopes to break that streak, tonight's your last shot. But enough from me. Cue the music.
Yeah. My sister and I, we're not originally from Calvard. We grew up in a town in the Central East. When Shahina was still little, my parents had a hard time making ends meet and borrowed money from some unsavory characters. Once my parents passed on, I tried to run away with Shahina, and we ended up here. I know. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. To be completely honest, that's exactly how they wanted me to pay them back, at first. But I heard about Calvard and its system for absolving debts taken up by one's parents. When I thought about it, though, doing either one of those things would feel like I'd be renouncing their memories. More or less. I appreciate what they do, but I have to imagine they'd recommend I get the debt forgiven and, well, it's stupid to be so proud over something like this. I know. It's hard to tell her everything this far in, you know? Plus, there's actually some light at the end of the tunnel now. Once I get my commission for taking part in the Carnal Cavalcade, I should be able to pay the remainder off. All right. I won't worry about it. I'll make sure to knock them dead tomorrow. You won't want to miss it.
Now you've done it!
Huh? What the?
I am so disappointed in you, Spriggan. You're dragging this poor woman around town all night, only to make her cry. Have you no shame? I always knew you were a good-for-nothing, and this proves it. Excuse me? Thanks for calling me old when I'm not!
Sorry to interrupt, but I think this is all a big
Whatever. There's no reasoning with you. In the name of Adios, I'll kick you straight to Gehenna, you unrepentant philanderer!
Time for you to focus.
You won't get away!
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Have some more! Here goes!
Activating
Blink
skill.
and you'll miss it! Soar for me!
That all you've got?
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Calm down! Calm down! I was such a fool thinking you were anywhere near decent! Nina needs to wake up to the truth, and I'll do whatever!
Stop! You're making a mistake!
What are you doing? Get out of the way! I'm here to give them their just...
You're wrong. Van and Aaron were just walking me home. I was just telling them about my life and got a little emotional in front of them. That's all.
It's okay. You don't have to put on a brave face anymore. It must have been so hard dealing with... what? Seriously? Huh. All right. I'll let you off the hook this time. But next time you make some poor girl cry, there'll be hell to pay. Got it? You better remember that.
Well, what'd you think? Like what you saw?
That I did. They were just as I'd hoped. Moreover, our surprise guests appear to be greatly anticipating what's to come. I think it's time we turn up the heat, don't you? Perhaps with a golden frenzy to instill some proper fear.
Oh, I agree completely, boss.
Hi, everyone. I hope you've had a good morning. Yes, I have a meeting to attend over at Vegas Films. They say we're really going to have to rush to get me ready for the parade.
And I'm coming along to listen to every word they have to say, because I'm her manager. Maybe with a little luck, I'll get to meet Nina Fenley and Judith Lanster.
Looking is always free, you know. Come back for more anytime.
Got it! I'll try my hardest. My Karuga cooking turned out great!
Man, it's gotta be me. That's some bachelor cooking.